Hey y'all, welcome back to Meddler's Toy Box. Today we are back in Bespoke. We're going to be doing something slightly different than we normally do because I think I finally have a patch that kind of does everything that I want it in the way that I want it without being too complicated and overbearing. So today we're going to be doing something we haven't done since like the first few streams with Waveform. Is today we're just going to be making and putting together really cool sounds inside of our machine and then letting it make a track. So let's load up the new station. All right. So just to run you through how this one is working, it's very similar to the last few. Very few things have changed. So we still have from the previous setup the chord driver. So this is deciding a random chord that is going to go through and then randomly choose one of these vitals. These two song parts right now, they are also receiving that note information. And then depending on which vital the chord driver chooses, it will automatically duck the other vital, giving that one priority. So that's what I have these little song parts designed to do. Then through our favorite little After Effects filter of Cymatics Origin, and then out to our recording bus. Instead of having the pattern kick run off the note canvas this time round, all I did was set it up with a simple pulse sequence, which is going to just create a heartbeat sound effect. So and then, like before, we have an LFO changing the tempo of the song. So over time, this heartbeat, because we've made it consistent rather than random, but it's always the bu-bu. It will slowly get faster with the speed of the track, kind of simulating an anxious heartbeat. And then, same as last time, just a song builder that determines the length of our song. And I also upped the tempo a little bit on the high end. Before it was 90, I changed that to 120. Realized that making sounds that sound slow up here will sound very nice and ambient down here. So that's more of a thing I've been practicing, is trying to make slow sounds at faster speeds so they really slow down and elongate. And actually, we're going to change this to a full 128 because of that. Because right now, it's at 115 in the current pause step, and it only thinks the track's going to be 4 minutes long. So because of the increase of high speed that we have, we're just going to extend this out. Plus, having a longer ambient track is always nice. Really wish we could set the LFO's length better than 64. Changes on for right now. All right, and then actually I wanted to change something. I want the volume of the heartbeat to lower slightly as the tempo lowers, like it's calming down. So we're gonna figure out how to do that here in a sec. But now that everything's kind of lined up, so as you can see, as the song is at its like max speed, we have this very fast. Oh, great. I am so sorry, guys. Again, I have forgotten one of my OBS buttons. So for the first few minutes, there was no sound, so I apologize for any of this not playing a sound. But again, now that it makes sense of what I'm talking about, you have the heartbeat mod here and that. So yeah, we're gonna figure out how to, so as it's slowing down, I want the volume of this heartbeat to also come down. I'm hoping that we can just branch off this LFO to the gain that's in the pattern kick there. But we're probably gonna have to make something custom that lines up with everything. Actually, we'll probably just do another 64 sine wave LFO so it matches exactly what this is doing at the same rate, so that we keep everything in line. But anyways, so now that we have the machine basically where we want it, I don't think I'm going to make too many more improvements to this. This is pretty much going to be how the machine is. It balances out quite nicely. Yeah, we're getting a lot of CPU usage when everything's kind of going. But for what it can do and the length of time it takes to generate a track, as you can see at the slowest with a 64 bar, it's looking at like 7-8 minutes. Generally, this setup makes a track average 5 to 6 minutes, which is really nice. But because I am switching between two vitals and having them filter out, there is a lot of things on. But today we're actually going to take a look at making a ambient vitals soundscape. So what I've been doing the past few weeks is practicing actually making my own soundscapes and different types of sounds inside Vital, as it is a powerful synth to do these kind of things on. So the one that inspired me was Tundra Aurora by Skeege. We're going to pop that on real quick, and then the second one, we're going to grab just something nice and can be and play that. Think around. Switch and choose this vital as priority. That's the only thing with testing and like sharing it with you guys, is because we're trying to create randomness to show you how randomness works is a little bit chaotic at times. But actually, I'm going to and then it immediately hits a random and turns it back down. Not cool, dude. All right. That's fun. All right. So it's elongated sounds. It has a lot of different texture, and rightfully so. Even though there's not a lot going on the front facing, there's not a lot of effects really happening necessarily. There's a lot of things that are like duplicating and like creating artifact sounds to create those background noises. They're not actually there. It's just glitches in the sound that are layering correctly, and you hear those. And very simple matrix setup as well, with the different types of envelopes and LFOs running through the random. So using this as inspiration, I went through a couple of different types of sounds, kind of named them what I felt like they sounded like. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop open a new patch just to build up our vital sound, and then we're going to pop back into this patch once we've saved the new sound into Vital's memory bank, because then we can access it from these vitals. Oh, save this how it is. Patch. I'm gonna grab a vital, patch it into the out, make sure we lower our sound down so nobody's going to hurt their ears. Thank you for the compliments, by the way. Yeah, it is pretty cool to play around with some music and some different sounds. All right, so first we need to have the patch active. All right, so it always initializes with this nice sharp sound, and I am not an expert in Vital in any sort of way. I'm just going to kind of show you guys how I play around with it and make these elongated soundscapes. So first thing, let's get a smoother wave table to start out with. Vital sign is a really nice. Plus it has a lot of harmonic variation. We're going to grab the exact same wave for the second set of harmonics. And then we're going to grab this funky wave table that I picked up off a free website, which really funky stuff going on with this one. I really like it. For the third set in the harmonic range. So now when we play this, it has a very tonal sound because of the smoothness of all these lines. By the way, I am not an expert in music theory, so I will probably make up random words and make them sound good. But now that we have this, we have a very nice broad sound. Now we need to elongate it a bit, so let's give the attack a little bit longer to build up that curve into that volume. All right, and I have it decay out. Need it to sustain at max volume 2. Okay, but we want it to be a gradual drop off. Same thing with the end note release. We want it to be just the gradual drop off. Now, there we are. It's like a long, and then it just disappears. Then let's add a bit of layering. Let's actually bring it up to like 6 voices. Lower the detune. Here we're going to do 3 voices. There. Yeah, that's okay. So detune them out a little bit, give them multiple choruses. And you get a nice angelic amethysty type of sound. Like that so far. So now we want to add a little bit of variation. So let's give it a little bit of randomness. Wave table. Slow down how much it changes. Then actually give it a little bit of range to play with. And let's pitch down second harmonic. And we're going to pitch up our main harmonic and also pitch down our subharmonic. Okay, we're going to give this. And cat's going off with the emojis. Great. All right, let's give this a little bit of a phaser. Give it more of an alien kind of noise. And then we're going to come into advance. We're actually going to turn down the stereo unison of the 2 main harmonics. much flattens the noise, and then we're just going to up them just slightly. So they have a little bit of a glow, but the subharmonics are really showing through on the sound. It stacks and layers them nicely. Now let's turn the unison blend all the way up on the first, a little bit up on the second, leave the third one alone. And it has that kind of gritty, like metallic-y kind of sound now. Like you're forcing the sound out of something. All right, so now let's randomize the randomizer. So we're going to drag this up here to control the tempo. Inside randomizer 2, we're going to tempo at the half speed of the regular randomizer. So now this is going to do a lot of weird things because it's going to start going around. We're also going to take that second randomizer and give it to the second wavetable. And now we start getting a lot of little electronic noises. All right, and to also add another clash, we also have all of these voices. Let's give these a second wavetable by turning the randomizers to stereo. So this is going to create a secondary randomization. And basically have two instances of the wavetable going on top of itself at the same time. And let's get another randomizer. Let's put this one on sample and hold. We're going to have it actually go pretty quick at a 1/8. And we're actually going to this randomizer duck, turn up our subharmonics. So they come in and out, it's like go up and down in volume. This one changing is a little bit too quick. So let's slow this one down a bit and that one down a little bit. All right, and actually I would like, yeah, there we go. All right, so we have that nice elongated sound. Let's filter out some of the grit. Give it a long filter here. All right, yeah, cuts off a lot of things. Also turn up the slide so that when we change notes, gradually slides through the harmonics until it gets the correct note. Let's go ahead and give our randomizer to filter here. It's going to create a stereo filter as well. And then we're going to activate a second analog 12. Set this to about 42%. For those of you who know music, this type of setup in Vital will simulate an 18 decibel dip. So because Vital actually doesn't offer an 18 in between 12 and 24, even though it's commonly used. Technically, diode is what Vital considers the 18, but this just sounds a lot better. And then we're going to give our second randomizer to that wavetable. That down and all right, like this. let's actually go ahead and set up our LFO here. Make sure it's slowed down. Pop this on to the level of our main harmonic. We're gonna make it a sine wave. Get a bit of nice smooth curve. Down. Then that sound will slowly turn itself down and get out of the way for the other harmonics. We're going to do another one slightly faster. Also a sine wave. And duck the second bit of same type of way. Except we are going to go here and we are going to value just hit a negative. And what that'll do is it will put it on an opposing oscillation. So while this one, the visual is going up, it's actually going down. So while this one goes in this direction, this one will be going in this direction and duck out of the way of each other. Then let's get a little, let's actually hook you up to that setup. And then we're actually going to take an envelope, give it a little bit of intensity, not a lot of delay. No sustain, slight bit of release. That to the pitch of our mid harmonic. That in. See how that sounds. Oh, I like that start of that sound. Okay, that's a pretty cool noise at first. Let's see here. What is ramping up to give? Looks like the interference of how fast one of these randomizers is changing stereo a second. Could also be the laser action. That definitely changed it, but the sound is still. Alright, let's actually play around a little bit with the back end effects. Let's have a compressor. We're going to set that to single band. Down. Back a bit. Turn up the release. Let's actually give this sound a chord. So now it's mastering an entire chord. Let's go down that. Depth. Yes, it is cool. Thank you so much. Let's give it a little bit. Play. And that's a nice echo. Actually go a little elongated with some quick. Lastly, we don't want so many of those large striking noises happening when we play words. All right, and then we're not going to use white noise. Let's loaded a cymatics album in actually great. Mm-hmm. Textures. Now it's continuing that little wee throughout the whole thing, and we don't have to create any more notes to get that. But when it does change, it has that little spark. So let's actually change this MD to be so many emojis. All right, and let's see here. What should we call this? Because I feel like this is pretty decent. And as you guys saw, we didn't do a whole lot of things. And this is a really good soundscape type of ambient sound. There's a lot of different long things going on. And as you can see, I'm just holding this down. The sound slowly creates its own artifacts and all that kind of fun. All right, so now our last test, let's actually save this. Let's put it in our experiment folder. And kind of alien-y. Have been doing a lot of alien. Need to get away from that. We'll call this one a day on Mars. Now that we got that saved in our vital folder, we're going to stop this patch. Load up patch number 9. Oh, bespoke crap. That happens a little bit. It is a free program. It was originally, I believe, made for Mac and then ported over to Windows. So, can't complain when it's free. Right, let's come into here. Let's grab our new vital track, A Day on Mars. And then let's give it a background noise to kind of go along with it. I just made this this morning, actually. Asteroid belt. And let's make sure these all the way up. See how this sounds. If it'll get. So now this sounds nothing like the sound we made. It is partially the goal here. It's to take that sound and really elongate it and morph it in different ways. And then once in a while, when the tempo lines up, that sound will sound correct and it will be at the forefront of where the piece is. So now that we have all of that, all of the off, let's go ahead and get this played and then hit set. And now we're off to the races recording. There are a couple of other experiments I want to do with how Bespoke records audio, because there is a bunch of filtration things that you can do as well before it's actually recorded into an audio track, to separate it out into multiple sounds and have them separated into multiple tracks, where we might actually use Bespoke hand in hand with other DAWs like FL and Waveform to really take these type of soundscapes and add a little bit more texture to them here and there in a more conventional way that's not very good to do in Bespoke. It is a very powerful patch program and I enjoy it quite a lot, but it just, that sound, I don't know which patch is doing that, like, that's creepy. And yet, I programmed neither of these patches to do that sound. That is coming from the rapid change in tempo, also using a minor harmonic scale set with predetermined chords. It's just kind of creepy how this stuff kind of just flows and is generative and nice, as long as you start out with a very nice sound. And once this kind of runs out, we're a little over halfway done now, which that's the other thing. Unfortunately, unlike Waveform, where I can just click a button and it will run everything in the background while rendering a sound, like I've said before, Bespoke has to play the sound live to record it. Hopefully my mic isn't ducking. So, with the high DAW usage, you get a lot of my mic cutting out, and eventually I will just kind of get everything to the point where I'm not going to really do much except show you guys a little bit of this and that. So this is kind of the last time I'm going to really explain too much of what's going on. And we'll just do what we did earlier, which is make a vital sound, plop it in, record it up real quick, and then go play some games. But as this finishes up, I will be cutting out Bespoke, as this gets shoved into our randomness folder for our little background tracks as we go along. We're going to keep all of them just because we kind of just see the variation as we get better and better, and we throw those little bad gems here and there, and I can always skip it if it's one of the horrible ones. But after this has concluded, I'm going to put it on the mid-hold screen so we can get all set up to play Minecraft this evening. We got a couple of things to go through for our survival world that we didn't get to last time. And then we are probably going to do a dungeon playthrough of Infinity Dungeon and introduce a couple of new segments that I'd like to do on the stream for Minecraft projects. And then kind of plan out other games to play as well. All right. It's getting there. Thankfully, it's decreasing. Oh. Now, there is a way to technically line this up to automatically, once this is done recording and the bounce button comes, I could have it automatically press bounce and write the file, but this thing already crashes enough. Alright, so now that we've got that all set up, I am going to cut over to our mid screen, and then I will see you guys in just a little bit when we have Minecraft all loaded up. Alright guys, welcome back. We are popping into Minecraft here. And I've got all of our little soundtracks loaded in our player here. I'm trying to find our... Really need to name these a bit better. Let's... Where... No. Alright, we'll have that creepy sound lined up when we get over to Infinity Dungeon after we're done kind of walking through our updates for our survival world. So, I have decided after thinking about it a while and kind of mentioning it last stream is the fact that I think what I'm going to do is we're just going to pop into the survival world once in a while and kind of check out updates, do small projects, kind of use it as a little bit of a talking, babbling time so I can get my babbles out and then go play a nice game and hang out with you guys and just listen to the music that we created. So this is just going to be quick update stuff on how the survival world is doing. But I want to expand what we're doing with mine, because honestly, I'm not that much of a survival player. I really enjoy having a world to survive on and kind of taking challenges in different ways. Like, honestly, I just told myself that I wasn't going to waste the space of digging out the mines, and that's the only reason I came up with this mob farm design. Otherwise, I would have built this. But it was a fun challenge, and that's what I want to keep this kind of survival world, is just making it kind of cool. Alright, so... here... actually, we need to go down. So we are going to start building our sorting system. I will be setting up a tree farm to get all of the chests, also a bamboo farm to supplement that. So we can quickly get all these chests. I don't know if I mentioned, but there are over 200 item spots planned out. I know, a little ambitious for a survival world, but it can happen. Also, with the help of one of my buddies, Mubar, I upgraded my little water flow stream by putting the water flow on top of the fence gates. So now I don't have to sit here and risk my life crouching while things try to see and follow me and potentially explode. Farewell. And then we've got a couple more floors of the mine mined out as we will further this complex down here. Each floor will kind of be a different thing in the vicinity of itself, so we use up the spaces and then it'll all get piped up into the storage system, where we'll have access to all of our junk all at once. But what we're going to need for all these complex redstone systems is not only redstone, but a bunch of quartz. For, well, welcome in for your first time. I'm going to assume it's probably my daughter behind her mother's username. So welcome here, kiddo, if it is you. If it actually her mom, well, welcome here anyway. So we are going to be headed to the Nether today, actually, finally. So last time on stream we messed up our portal building with the old-fashioned way with a bucket of lava and the bucket of water. I did take some time and do that. It was a grueling process to get it all done. But I did it. We still do not have diamonds. We have gotten a stack and 16 of redstone from our local cleric for selling him zombie flesh. So, and we've accrued 16 emeralds. We haven't really focused on any of our other villagers quite yet, as we will be getting our toolsmiths and armors up so that we can get diamond gear without going and finding a lot of diamonds. But to do that, we are going to need some resource generation, one of which being an iron farm. So that is going to be one of my next big projects after we go to the Nether to get our stuff. But the first thing we need is some flint. Nice, I haven't found an actual flint and steel yet, but easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright, so unfortunately we are going to be putting away our leather armor today instead of getting some iron armor. So let's get care of. Oh, goddamn. Hey, guys, don't right-click a wooden house with flint and steel in your hand. It is not a good idea. Alright, let's put that back. Alright, and armor on. Okay, now we're all dressed up, and we're going to put our leather armor away later. What we're going to do is we're going to try to get our blue armor all the way up to netherite and get a blue armor trim. That's going to be one of the goals in our survival world, if we can get all the way up to netherite armor. It's a hope, it's a dream. I'm not going to say it's going to become a reality. But, so, we are going to the Nether today. We're going to get as much quartz as possible. And actually, I'm going to create another iron pickaxe. Just for the fact of I want to go through the rest of this pickaxe and another pickaxe to get some quartz. So, a couple of updates with where we're going to go. So, obviously, after this, we are going to do a little bit of the Infinity Dungeon. And kind of play around with that and have our soundscape going. But eventually this week, one thing I'm excited about is this Wednesday, we're going to be doing a surprise second stream this week. I'm going to be inviting my daughter on. Her mother gave her permission to come on stream with me, so we're just going to futz around in Minecraft and kind of just play around in creative mode and just kind of break the game and have fun. So, and she just wanted to join and show you guys. So that's going to be happening Wednesday. Also, my roommate Mubar, really interested in kind of playing Minecraft with me, as we found that our local LAN connection actually can possibly work sometimes. Maybe it's a work in progress, but there is a chance that we can actually do some cool sharing where I can show off some of his builds, and then we can also play some worlds together as well to give you guys some varied content on that. All right, enough babbling. Let's grab another pickaxe here. We're not looking for combat, so we're just going to have basic defenses, basic food. If we get in trouble, we are just going to pop the fuck out and leave. But let's go ahead, pop into the nether, see how much quartz we can get, and go from there. We're going to need a lot of comparators and a lot of observers for our next few little redstone machines. Because I honestly am tired of playing the game and would like the game to play for me. Our gates, because we're going to spawn pigmen eventually. Right. Need to go deeper, and look at that. Oh, fuck. Already? We do not have a shield, please. Not expect to get a ghast right away. Oh, I got that. Oh my gosh, there's another fortress right here too. I don't want to go down there and see if I got a ghast here. It looked like something dropped, but that could have just been the arrow entity. It is not worth that drop. Sorry. We are here for quartz. Let us get quartz and let us get out. Everybody, me just grabbing this. Be simple mining, and you just come to hell for a few pretty rocks that allow you to do complex technical wiring while hanging off the edge of deathly lava cliffs. It makes total sense for it. Yeah, when you think about how Minecraft blends multiple dimensions together as you build incredibly complex structures through different materials from basically all over the world, just because you as the god wanted a different color palette, is insane to think about. Alright, let's grab. Let's put it on. I want to get at least. Hopefully, we can get like 2 stacks. Like 2 stacks at least. We kind of have to go back. Oh. That's just rude. Tempting. Another gas? Oh, fuck. Oh my gosh! I've never gotten that achievement before. Holy crap. I have never gotten that achievement before. So that is a epic rare achievement for shooting a gassed fireball back at the gassed, either with a sword or a bow. That is insane. Destroy gas with a, well, it's with a fireball, but traditionally it's with its own fireball. That is the first time I've gotten that achievement with a bow. Gotten it with a sword, but I've never done it with a bow. That was insane. Holy crap. Okay. I'm thinking, since there's not a lot of quartz in my vision here, there's a little gold up there. Let's go get that. Wish we could have got Silk Touch earlier, but we have not started. Hello, sir. I don't want to accidentally hit you. Can you please get out of the construction? But yeah, so over the course of the next few streams, we are going to be just kind of doing a couple of different things. We're also going to step away from Infinity Dungeon a little bit. I don't want to be doing the same thing all the time. I don't want to get too repetitive, because the point of the generative kind of chill is to have this piglin who's trying to kill me. He's scared of the zombies. Leave me alone. Oh, I hear a crossbow drawing at me. Ooh. Oh. See if we can get you to shoot these guys. There it is. And now you're gonna die. That's right. Alright, let's grab a little bit more quartz. Oh, fuck, no, not again. I just have to go back with our 48 quartz and start building our machines. The gas go. Right, well, if it's gone, I'm not going to complain. This piglin, I wish I could, well, at least we know they'll spawn around here. Let's before. Hey. Shoot me. I wouldn't shoot me. Yeah. Yeah, run away, you little bitch. Oh. And we'll get things in the nether set up soon as well. I will probably make a trip up to the nether roof here soon. We'll need to get our diamond tools first, so we can get, because you got to get something strong to break through bedrocks. Obsidian, traditionally, block of choice. Grab gold. Build up. This. Quartz. Yeah, I can do a little tour of the Minecraft if you'd like. Alright. Alright, so we got our first stack of quartz. I don't think we're hitting my goal of 2 stacks, right? Oh, look, there's Enderman. Hello, Mr. Enderman. And there's my... actually a really nice thing that we got. Another fortress right there. That's pretty freaking dope, honestly. Alright, curiosity killed the cat. He killed the cat. We're going to take a look inside this nether fortress and hopefully don't die. Fair. Not gonna pass up free quartz with it. This is a long one. Alright. Oh, we went too low. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Oh look, we got piglins and hoglins down there too. This will be a prime spot to set up some minor gold farming until we can get something proper set up on the roof. This is nice. Not like alright. That's a bad idea. Yeah, this is not a great idea. Quartz here, but kind of a good idea. Our goal was 2 stacks of quartz. Not there yet, so we're not dead. We can win so far. Oh, this is really nice. It has nice opens. Hello, Mr. Blaze. Guys, what's great is there is a good amount of lava under this nether fortress. Has a little bit of potential to become a wither skeleton farm. Ooh, actually. But at least we have blazes spawning. That's good. Did it come from a spawner or was it natural? That's the question. Hope it was a spawner. Dead ends galore in here. Okay, there is a blaze spawn. Okay. Blaze farm would be nice. I am looking now specifically for not that way. Come on. Maybe we got a little exposed nether wart. Ow. Alright, we definitely need to stop being curious. Bustable. Concerning. Already lost. A lot of pick. God, a magnet. This is not good. I don't remember. This is not good. This is not good. Goodness gracious. So I'm gonna... Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. Alright, I already got the first wither skull, guys. Huh. Okay, that's 2 lucky shots with a bow in one video. I feel like it is time to give up and quit Minecraft at this point. Back up here to portal. Hell out of here. Okay, thank goodness. We're done with that. Ooh. Yeah, until you start developing the nether, it is horrifying. Alright. Speed up. Alright, so a little bit of a tour of our world here. Obviously, we have our nether portal. We have our natural villagers. Most of them decided to be leather workers, just because it's all the culture. And then we've got our town marketplace. We've got a couple of toolsmiths, a fletcher, a fisherman, a couple of armor and weapons smiths, farmer, and a butcher, and then the cleric and a couple of farmers want for free as well. It's really not too much. Over here I have a shipwreck I'm excavating. My buddy Mubar, who also has played on the same seed, says there's a secret in here that I missed, so I thought I got all of it, but I guess there is more, so there's more digging to be done in there. We're going to be putting up our bamboo and sugarcane farms here soon. Here is my pumpkin farm. Just automatically runs off redstone when it, you know, throws the pumpkin. Push the pumpkin, dies. Yay. And then eventually we are going to be making a automatic chicken cooker, so we don't have, you know, eggs lying around everywhere. And this is just my little home. It used to be the fisherman's hut. There's really not much to tour. I picked a little survival island, and there's not much going on so far, but we're going to slowly fix that over time. But I am going to get all set up and switch to Infinity Dungeon. So just as a reminder, this is probably one of the last weeks we'll play Infinity Dungeon. And as I said, Wednesday, I'm going to have a special stream with my daughter. And then we're also going to be setting up special guest streams with my buddy Mubar, so we can see some of his creations, as well as just a different take on somebody playing Minecraft and kind of just have it a little bit random. All right, I will be right back, guys, and I will see you in just a sec. All right, guys. So this is Infinity Dungeon by Nebularion, and it is modded by me, One Eyes, here on Meddler's Toy Box. So if you weren't here last stream, we finished modding the game to give us a little bit of a scoreboard, a chance for gear, and the ability to use the respawn mechanisms inside the actual dungeon for some fun interactions. So let's actually just kind of get into it. We've babbled enough today, so let's go ahead and we'll generate a moderate sized dungeon. And we'll get the music playing. I'm going to cut the mic. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today, and enjoy.
Ow! Gah!
Thank you.
Ah! Ow! Ah!
All right, y'all. That is all I have time for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the little soundtracks that we've made so far, and we're going to be generating a couple more. I'm going to be doing a couple more off of stream to kind of grow the collection a little bit, because we're still hitting the end of the hour mark right before the music starts repeating, so we're going to grow that a little bit. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you all look forward to the switcheroos that are going to be happening in the next few streams. And have a great rest of your night.